And there is a common myth that attraction is about appearance, status, or being the loudest person in the room. But the truth? The most magnetic people aren't the ones demanding attention. They're the ones who naturally draw others in without even trying. Attraction isn't just about how you look. It's about how you make people feel. And the most powerful kind of attraction? It's silent. It's the presence you carry, the energy you give off, and the way you move through the world. Here are 11 habits that make you silently attractive without saying a word. Confidence is one of the most magnetic traits a person can possess, but there is a fine line between confidence and arrogance. The difference lies not in how loudly one speaks, but in the quiet assurance of one's presence. Confidence is about knowing who you are, trusting your abilities, and walking through life with a sense of inner security. It does not demand validation, it simply exists. Arrogance, on the other hand, is rooted in insecurity. It craves attention, seeks superiority, and often manifests in the need to prove something to others. A truly confident person does not need to dominate a conversation, boast about achievements, or belittle others to feel important. Instead, they carry themselves in a way that naturally commands respect without forcing it. People are drawn to confidence because it exudes stability. It tells the world, I know who I am, and I am at peace with that. Confidence is not about thinking you are better than others. It is about knowing you are enough as you are. It allows a person to listen without feeling threatened, to engage in discussions without the need to always be right, and to step forward without the fear of failure. Arrogance closes doors because it creates resistance, while confidence opens them because it creates trust. People respect those who own their strengths yet remain humble in their approach. The beauty of confidence lies in its quiet strength. It does not shout for attention, but naturally draws it. It is found in the person who walks into a room with a composed demeanor, who holds eye contact without intimidation, who speaks with certainty but without the need to overpower others. Confidence allows a person to celebrate the success of others without feeling diminished. It is not threatened by different opinions, but is open to learning and growth. One of the most defining characteristics of a confident person is the ability to be secure in silence. They do not need to fill every gap with words, justify their worth, or prove themselves constantly. They are content in their own presence, and this self-assurance radiates outward. Confidence is not something you announce, it is something you embody. It is the quiet, unshakable belief that no matter what happens, you will remain steadfast in who you are. That is what makes it so irresistibly attractive. Listening is one of the most underrated yet powerful traits a person can develop. It is often mistaken for a passive act, but true listening is an active skill that few master. Most people hear words, but they do not truly listen. They wait for their turn to speak, formulating their response before the other person has even finished. But those who deeply listen stand out. They create an atmosphere where people feel heard, valued, and understood. This silent ability makes them naturally attractive because they offer something rare in today's world: genuine presence. Deep listening is more than just hearing words. It is about understanding emotions, reading between the lines, and making the other person feel important. People are drawn to those who listen because it gives them a sense of significance. When someone listens with full attention, without interrupting, judging, or rushing to respond, it sends a clear message: you matter. That kind of presence is magnetic. It builds trust, strengthens relationships, and leaves a lasting impact. A person who listens deeply does not just focus on words, but also on body language, tone, and emotion. They are fully engaged, making eye contact, nodding with understanding, and responding in ways that show they are truly present. This creates a sense of connection that words alone cannot achieve. When people talk to a great listener, they feel safe. They open up more, share their thoughts freely, and walk away feeling lighter. That feeling of being understood is one of the most attractive experiences a person can have. Deep listeners do not rush to give advice or shift the conversation to themselves. They are comfortable with silence, allowing space for the speaker to think and express themselves fully. This makes them incredibly influential, not because they dominate conversations, but because they create space for others to be heard. When someone feels understood, they naturally gravitate toward the person who gave them that experience. In a world where people are constantly distracted, the ability to listen deeply is rare. It requires patience, emotional intelligence, and a genuine interest in others. But those who master this skill hold a quiet power. They do not demand attention, they earn it effortlessly. They make people feel seen, and that alone makes them unforgettable. There is something undeniably attractive about a person who carries an air of mystery. They do not reveal everything at once, nor do they seek constant validation through oversharing. Instead, they leave room for curiosity, allowing others to wonder, to ask questions, and to engage on a deeper level. Mystery is not about being secretive or distant. It is about being intentional with what you share and how you present yourself. It is the ability to maintain depth without feeling the need to explain every detail of your life. People who have mastered the art of mystery understand that attraction is fueled by curiosity. When someone is an open book, easily predictable and always available, they lose a sense of intrigue. On the other hand, those who reveal themselves gradually create a sense of anticipation. They allow conversations to unfold naturally rather than rushing to fill every silence with personal details. This does not mean being cold or detached. It means understanding that not everything needs to be said at once. The most intriguing individuals know when to speak and when to hold back. They listen more than they talk, choosing their words carefully and offering insights that leave people wanting more. They do not seek attention by trying to impress others. Instead, their quiet confidence draws people in. They create an aura of self-assurance, making it clear that their worth is not tied to external validation. This quiet self-possession makes them stand out in a world where many feel the need to constantly prove themselves. Mystery also comes from having a life beyond what others see. People are drawn to those who have personal passions, interests, and ambitions that are not always on display. Someone who is always broadcasting every moment of their life loses the element of surprise, but a person who pursues their goals with quiet determination, who allows others to discover them layer by layer, becomes endlessly fascinating. The key to mastering mystery is balance. Being completely closed off can create distance, while revealing too much too soon can lessen intrigue. The most attractive people share just enough to connect while leaving space for discovery. They understand that the unknown is powerful, that curiosity is a natural driver of interest, and that keeping a little bit to themselves makes them unforgettable. There is an undeniable pull toward people who have a strong sense of purpose. They move with intention, speak with conviction, and radiate an inner certainty that is hard to ignore. They are not easily swayed by distractions or the opinions of others because they know exactly what they are working toward. This quiet determination makes them attractive, not because they seek validation, but because they inspire others simply by being who they are. A person with purpose does not waste energy on meaningless pursuits. They are selective with their time, their conversations, and their relationships. Choosing to invest in things that align with their vision, this clarity sets them apart. They are not driven by external rewards alone, but by something deeper, a desire to grow, contribute, and leave an impact. What makes purpose so magnetic is that it gives people an undeniable presence. They don't need to boast about their goals or convince others of their path. Their actions speak for them. Their discipline, resilience, and quiet confidence make them stand out effortlessly. When someone is truly committed to a vision, they naturally inspire, challenge, and elevate those around them, making them impossible to forget. Body language speaks before words ever do. The way a person carries themselves, their posture, eye contact, and even the way they listen can communicate confidence, warmth, and presence. Those who master their body language naturally attract others because they exude an energy that is both engaging and reassuring. They do not need to force their presence, they simply own it. A strong, open posture signals confidence and self-assurance. standing tall, keeping shoulders relaxed, and making steady eye contact all create an aura of quiet strength. On the other hand, slouching, avoiding eye contact, or fidgeting can suggest uncertainty or discomfort. The most attractive individuals move with purpose, remain composed, and express themselves with controlled, deliberate gestures. Subtle cues also play a role. A genuine smile, a nod of understanding, or leaning in slightly while listening shows attentiveness and warmth. People feel drawn to those who make them feel seen and valued. Conversely, crossing arms, looking away too often, or appearing distracted can create distance. Mastering body language is not about manipulation. It is about self-awareness. Those who understand how they carry themselves can project confidence, openness, and quiet magnetism without ever needing to say a word. There is immense power in the ability to walk away. It is not about being cold or indifferent, but about knowing your worth and refusing to settle for less than you deserve. People who master this skill exude quiet confidence because they are not driven by desperation or fear of loss. They understand that walking away is not a sign of weakness, but a reflection of strength and self-respect. The ability to walk away applies to relationships, opportunities, and even conversations that no longer serve a purpose. Those who possess it do not chase approval or cling to situations out of insecurity. Instead, they set boundaries, knowing that their time, energy, and emotional well-being are valuable. This certainty is magnetic. It signals to others that they are dealing with someone who will not be easily manipulated or taken for granted. Walking away does not mean giving up. It means recognizing when something no longer aligns with your values or purpose. It requires discipline and courage, but those who master it command respect without demanding it. In a world where many people settle out of fear, the ability to leave when necessary makes a person undeniably attractive and unforgettable. Silence is often misunderstood as weakness or passivity, but in reality, it is one of the greatest strengths a person can possess. Those who know how to use silence strategically hold a quiet power that demands respect without needing to seek it. They do not rush to fill every gap in conversation, nor do they react impulsively to every situation. Instead, they observe, think, and respond with intention. This self-betrayal makes them naturally attractive, as it signals wisdom, confidence, and emotional intelligence. Silence allows space for deeper understanding. It gives a person the ability to listen, read a situation, and choose their words carefully. People who speak less but with purpose make every word count. Their presence alone carries weight because they do not waste energy on unnecessary chatter. Others are drawn to this calm authority, sensing that their words, when spoken, hold significance. More importantly, silence is a shield. It protects against emotional outbursts, unnecessary conflicts, and energy-draining distractions. Those who master silence remain unshaken in the face of chaos, making them both mysterious and compelling. In a world filled with noise, the ability to embrace silence is a rare and powerful trait that sets a person apart. There is something undeniably attractive about a person who is committed to their own growth. They do not remain stagnant waiting for life to change. They actively seek to become better every day. Whether through learning, self-reflection, or developing new skills, they prioritize progress over comfort. This quiet dedication to self-improvement makes them magnetic, not because they boast about it, but because it naturally shapes their character, mindset, and energy. People who prioritize personal growth are not driven by comparison or external validation. They are focused on their own journey, setting goals, and pushing themselves beyond their limits. This level of self-awareness creates a strong sense of purpose, which others can't help but admire. They are not trapped by past failures or temporary setbacks. Instead, they see every challenge as an opportunity to evolve. This mindset also extends to their relationships. Those who invest in themselves bring more to the table. They communicate better, handle conflicts with maturity, and inspire those around them to grow as well. They do not wait for the right circumstances, they create them. Their quiet commitment to becoming the best version of themselves makes them unforgettable and naturally draws others toward them. There is something deeply compelling about a person whose character remains steady regardless of circumstances. They do not change their values based on who is watching or what is convenient. Instead, they remain true to their principles, displaying reliability, integrity, and strength in every situation. This consistency builds trust, making them someone others can depend on without hesitation. A person with unwavering character does not seek approval by adjusting their beliefs to fit the moment. They do what is right, even when no one is watching. This quiet confidence in their own identity makes them naturally attractive. People are drawn to those who stand firm, knowing that their words and actions will always align. There is no guessing or second guessing with them. They are the same person in private as they are in public. Consistency in character also fosters respect. In a world where many shift their behavior for convenience, those who remain steady stand out. Their dependability makes them leaders, even without a title. They do not need to seek attention. Their integrity speaks for itself. This quiet strength is magnetic, drawing the right people toward them and creating lasting influence wherever they go. True attractiveness is not about appearance or status. It is about the qualities that make a person quietly compelling. Confidence without arrogance, deep listening, mystery, purpose, kindness, body language, the ability to walk away, silence, personal growth, consistency, and self-respect all contribute to an undeniable presence that draws others in without effort. These habits are not about seeking validation, but about cultivating inner strength, wisdom, and authenticity.